kind of essential items that I would recommend or carry, I do use. So yeah, I'm going to get straight into it, and I'm going to basically, I kind of carry this bag around if I am going to yeah, kind of put my, I just think it's so elegant, and it's got the gold detail on it, and I got it from Laura Ashley in the sale quite a while back in the Christmas sales. Yeah, so I thought it was really cute for the video as well. So I'm going to pop everything into this and kind of use it as a guide on, you know, what I would use as my high-end kind of essentials. Yeah, so I'm going to start off with a foundation. I think if I'm going to be going somewhere more kind of party, wedding type thing, I always go for my double wear. It gives me high coverage, yeah, so it's always going to kind of, I can't go wrong with this really. It works really well with my skin. There's a huge colour range, so it's really easy to find my colour when I go back to it. Yeah, and I never really kind of go wrong with it, and I would always kind of use it when I just want that full coverage look, no blemishes showing, everything's kind of great for pictures. I know if we're going to be on film as well, that it looks great. Yeah, so I really love this double wear foundation, and I always kind of go back to this. I don't have any problems with this one at all, so I would highly recommend this. Especially, it kind of leaves you a semi kind of matte finish, and I love that. It looks great, absolutely great in photos. You don't get any of that flashback either, I don't think, with this. I think I do look great in pictures with this. Stays in place. I don't tend to kind of repowder with this, so yeah, I would highly recommend this one. I'm going to pop that in the bag there. That's the first thing that's going in. The second thing is powder. I really don't have like, I can never find the right type of powder, especially even in high-end. I'm going to be trying kind of testing out certain powders, but the one I kind of gone back to is the steel one. It's the refill. I kind of haven't popped it back in my compact yet. Yeah, so I just like that this is so small, I can just pop it in there. I like that it has the two colours, and very fine pigmented. I don't have any problems with my skin with this one either. It's a very fine powder, so I can just put it all over, and I can also use the contrast colour to kind of contour, but I don't really. Yeah, so I really like this powder. I got it in the colour nude, and it's from Dior, and it's just one of those refill ones. I'm just going to pop it in there. Don't have any problems. But the other powder I really like to carry around is this, but I really love the powder in them at the moment, and it's the Pressed Mineral powder. It comes with this little sponge here, but I love the Pressed Mineral powder. It's just the best powder I've ever come across at the moment, and it's from the Laura Mercier collection. This is the Flawless Facebook Portable Complexion palette, but I really want to see if I can buy it on its own, the single pressed powder, and I'm sure I can. I've seen it somewhere, so I will probably just kind of order that one, but I really enjoy that powder as well. I just wanted to mention it because it's probably a powder I use. It literally just conceals my under eye concealer, and it's just a fine textured powder again, and it just makes it look flawless. It just leaves no kind of flaky kind of dryness in my skin when I use that powder, so I'm really enjoying that one. I just wanted to mention it. Yeah, the next thing I'm going to put into my essentials high-end makeup bag is this concealer. It's amazing. It's from the Elizabeth Arden collection. It's from the Ceramide Ultra Lift and Firm Concealer. It's great concealer. It blends well. It doesn't sit on my lines under my eyes. It doesn't go into my fine lines. It blends well. The only thing I would say about it is it's got this texture to it that is kind of moves around, so I would either find a really good powder to set the concealer, or I would recommend using a higher coverage concealer, especially if you're going for a full coverage look. Then this is a heavier concealer, and it works really well with me. It's very heavy on my skin, so I have to be careful how much I use, but it doesn't move when you have it on. So these two concealers combined together are perfect for me. But I do find that if I use this concealer and then set it with the Laura Mercier powder, it does not move, and it stays on so well, and it doesn't go into my fine lines after a certain amount of time either. I'm loving those. I'm just going to pop them in there as well. Getting heavier. My other item that I love high-end essential for is this one here, and it's the Estee Lauder Elizabeth Arden mascara. It's absolutely the best mascara I've come across high-end. It just separates my lashes so well. I don't have to use any other mascara to kind of separate my lashes. It's so easy to use. One coat does it for me as well. it's great on the bottom lashes. The wand is very nice. The wand is just so, it's not small and it's not big. I don't know whether it's a rubber wand or a synthetic one, I don't know, but I don't care what wand it is because the actual mascara just works so well for me. I kind of like access it on and take the excess off on the ends, otherwise you can get clumpy lashes, but it separates my lashes so well. It's got these fine bristles that are separated so well that it helps to separate my lashes really, really well. I just love this mascara. I would highly recommend you guys check this out because it's a great mascara to have as an essential high-end one as well. So I'm loving that. I'm just going to pop that in there as well. The other items I have are the Estee Lauder lipsticks. They're my favourite type of high-end lipstick, and also I want to mention the Bobbi Brown as well because the colour and the creamy textures of the Bobbi Brown lipsticks are amazing. I love them, and this is my favourite colour in the Estee Lauder range. I already have this and then it ran out completely, like to the point where there's nothing left of it, so I repurchased it. And I still keep the packaging because I love the packaging of the Estee Lauder lipstick, especially these. They really remind me of the old vintage types of lipsticks. This is my favourite colour. It's the Lush Rose. I'm pretty sure it's the Lush Rose. Yeah, it's the Lush Rose in number 6, and I bought it out in outlet, so I got it for a little bit cheaper. I think I got it for, I'm not sure, but I got it in outlet for a little bit cheaper. It's Hydro Luster lipstick, Estee Lauder Signature Collection, and it's just such a pretty pink rose. It goes well with my skin tone so well. So if you have that olive type of skin tone and you're worried about going for a pink, because olive skin tones tend to go for more reds and cherry kind of colours, this pink just looks so great on me. I love the colour. It's such a subtle pink as well. It's not too bright, and it's, well, it looks kind of bright on the camera, but I think it's more of a rosy cheeked coloured pink rather than quite a bright pink. I know it's a kind of coming up as like a kind of bright pink on the camera, but it really isn't. It's such a lovely colour, and they're so moisturising as well, and they don't come across too glossy on the lips. It's just my favourite Estee Lauder lipstick to have, essential item. I love this lipstick and I will always repurchase it. I love wearing it for weddings and things like that. So that's going to go into the bag as well. The other lipstick I just wanted to mention, which I really, really love as well, is a Mod Pink in the colour 13. It's from Bobbi Brown as well. Such a lovely colour, and I love wearing it for weddings and things like that. Again, it's a really nice type of pink, and I've not seen these types of pinks even in like drugstore colours. I don't find them, and the textures of these are just so lovely. They're so creamy textures. I hate ruining them and wearing them too much, but they're such a lovely texture formula lipstick. They're so pink and moisturising and creamy. I just love them, and the subtleness of the colour is just perfect for me. So I would highly recommend this Bobbi Brown, those Bobbi Brown lipsticks. It's from the Rich Lip colour, and it's got the SPF 12 in it as well. So Mod Pink, that's going in there as well. And I also wanted to mention the Lime Crime lipsticks, because if you're looking for a matte lipstick, higher end kind of one, that lasts kind of all day and stays matte all day, I would just say one thing about these: are a tiny bit over drying, but if you don't keep them on too, I mean, once you've got them on, you've got them on, and so they are a tiny bit drying, but they are so matte that they stay on the lips for a really long time, and the colour is amazing. Like, the colour is to die for. So it's a very hot type of pink, but I got this as a present as well, and I just loved it ever since. Even though it's a pink, I don't really go for really, really bright pinks, but I really love this texture of the lipstick, how matte it is. I've never come across a drugstore one that is so matte, and the formulation and the pigment of this is very lovely. I'd highly recommend that. So I'm going to pop that in there as well if you're looking for a matte type of essential kind of high-end lipstick. Onto blush. I love the Bobbi Brown blushes. This is in a pink, well, it's an illuminating bronzing powder, but I use it as a blush because I will show you what it looks like. It's in the colour, it's kind of like a corally colour. It's in the colour Maui number 3, and I use it as a blush because I find it kind of an odd colour for a bronzer, but it's called a bronzer anyway. It's called an illuminating bronzing powder. I also picked it up in an outlet. I will leave all the links for the items below if you want to check those out. It's kind of got these little glistening pigments in it, like a glitter, but when you've got it on, they kind of don't actually show up when you've got it on, so, or tiny parts of it show up. It's such a pretty colour. It's just like this really bam in your face kind of coral pink. It's such a lovely colour, and in addition to my makeup collection, I just love this colour so much. It just looks lovely for you know, a special occasion colour as well, or even a day colour. I mean, you have to be really careful with it when you use it, because it's very highly pigmented, so it's just such a pretty pink. I've not found a colour like this in any other type of collection, so I just really love the formulation of these. They're so subtle and light, and they don't irritate my skin at all. I just really love this colour. So yeah, and I don't use it as a bronzer, I would use it as a blush, and I just love it, so I'm going to put that in there as well, and it's from Bobbi Brown. And the other thing, the other blush I just wanted to mention is from the Tarte collection. So if you're also looking for kind of like a more of a brownie type of colour rather than a pinky kind of toned colour, then I would use this one here. I don't know the colour of it. It doesn't say it. It's from the Amazonian Clay Iron Cheek palette though. It's so I've had it a while now, and I just love this colour. It's so beautiful, and I would use it as an essential kind of blush as well. If I didn't want to go for the pinky tones and I wanted to go for a brownie tone, I would highly recommend this. Such a fine textured powder. Again, it's so subtle. It's such a fine powder. You can't go wrong with it, and you don't have to worry about how much of you're using it on your cheeks. It's a very subtle colour when it goes on. It's not as highly pigmented as the Bobbi Brown, where you have to kind of be careful how much you put on your brush, because it's very highly pigmented, so be very light-handed with it. But with this one you don't have to worry as much, because it's very fine and lightly pigmented. So I'll put that in there as well, and it has a really nice mirror in it, so it's kind of nice to have like a big mirror in if you're carrying in your makeup bag. And the other thing I wanted to mention as a bronzer, I really love this Elizabeth Arden bronzing duo. It's a colour from the Colour and Tree collection. It's the bronzing powder duo, and it's in Bronze Beauty, and it's such a such a lovely two-toned kind of mixed colour, contrasts so well. And it's got the lighter shade here and the darker shade here. You can even use this darker shade to contour, and then the lighter shade to kind of just blend it out. I suppose I tend to kind of bronze out with this and not use this one as much. It's just a lovely combination of colours. Honestly, you could even use this one to just powder if you wanted all over your face, and then use the that side one to, again, they're really finely textured and pigmented. They're such a, it's just, they feel so nice. They're not too heavy on the skin, very finely pigmented, and just so creamy textured. Honestly, the textures of them, if you could feel them in real life, they're just lovely. I would highly recommend those as well. So I'm going to put that into my beauty essential kit. And the other thing I want to mention is a liquid liner. This is the only high-end one that I've kind of tried and I love, and I would recommend to anyone because I really love it. It's the Art Liner from Lancôme. It's just a normal kind of liquid liner, and the great thing about it is the wand. It's just easy to do your wing liner with. Sometimes I just do the wing and not the actual liner right across my eyes. So, and it's just great. It just works so well. I mean, I've got it on today. It's just a great eyeliner to have in your essential high-end kit. I can't go wrong with this. I would compare it to the Super Liner, L'Oreal Super Liner, which is also great. Also a lovely great matte finish to these. They're great. I would highly recommend these. The other thing I wanted to mention for a brow kit, this is my favourite brow kit, my favourite high-end brow kit, and I will always go back to this. It lasts me for so long. I know it has like a 36-month you know, it's like a sell-by date on it, so I don't think I've gone past that yet though, but they're just go and go forever. It's such a finely pigmented powder. It's in the colour Ebony. I have it. I think I've spoken about this so much. Again, it's just such a finely pigmented, it's just complete black powder, but the powder is just, it's not waxy textured or anything at all. It's just like a fine powder texture. It's easy to blend, and once it's on, it doesn't move. honestly, it doesn't look waxy or anything. You can make them look quite natural, you can make them look more defined. It's up to you. And once you've got it on, it doesn't look like waxy, or you know, it looks more natural than it does waxy. You can get other colours in this as well, but I would highly recommend these if you're looking for something that's a bit more natural, looking for an eyebrow kit as well. You get the little pencils in there, but I tend to use my own kind of brow, what do you call it, brow shaper, brow pencil, whatever it is. Yeah, so I'm going to put that in there as well. It's getting heavier. Okay, and the other thing I wanted to mention for a highlight is this one. I'm really loving it at the moment, and it's from Stila, or Stila, yeah, is it Stila? Yeah, anyway, this brand here, right here, and I just love the colour of this, and it comes in like, it looks like a little nail polish or something, but honestly I would highly recommend these. These are so, just the textures of these are great. You can just put it on your hand and then blend it out on your cheeks or wherever you want the highlight, you know, anywhere that you want the highlight. I would probably just use it on my cheeks though, because it's quite a heavy kind of highlighter, where it's a creamy textured highlighter. But honestly, once you blend it out, it just looks, I blended it out on my hand, and I don't know if you can see that, it's just this one here, and once you've blended it out, it's just looks so great. Well, it looks great on my skin tone. I have an olive type skin tone, and I love that it's not a pink or like a whitey highlighter. It's kind of a bronzy browny kind of highlighter. Yeah, all over shimmer, liquid luminizer it's called, and I'm not too sure what colour it's in. It's not saying it on here. I think it would have said it on the bottle, but it's kind of in like a browny bronzy colour, and I just think it's a great, I think still have a few of these highlight luminizers in other colours, but I chose this one, and I think it's great to have it in your essential kind of kit for a highlighter. It's great. It just blends like a dream. The other thing I wanted to mention is an eyeshadow base. I will not go back to any other type of base. I love this eyeshadow as a base. It's from Lancôme, and it's literally just a thick kind of consistency of a base, like a primer. Kind of use it like a primer, so I put this on before I put any type of eyeshadow on, or even just leave it on as kind of a base on my eyes, even if I'm not wearing any type of eyeshadow, just to have on, just to kind of even out my skin tone, to make it kind of match the colour of the rest of my face, because my eyelids are more darker than the rest of my face, so I kind of even out with this, and I think it's great. It stays on, it doesn't crease up or anything like that, so I'm really liking that, and I'm going to pop that in there. And the other thing I wanted to mention was this eyeliner. It's not great, but I like to keep an eyeliner in my bag, just in case I want to kind of eyeline my waterline. It is a subtle eyeliner, it's not as heavy. I would probably just buy a Rimmel one. I know it's not high end, but the Rimmel ones work really well. They're really pigmented and probably work a lot better than these Lancôme ones. I've not really come across a really great high end kind of eyeliner pencil yet, but if there's anyone, if there is any that you can recommend, I'm up for suggestions and trying out things. But this is the one I kind of use on my waterline sometimes, and I like to carry it around just in case I need to kind of like, or I want to kind of highlight my waterline area with a darker pencil colour. But I tend really not to, because I like doing a winged liner on top. But yeah, that's everything I have. I think that's everything I have. Yeah, that's everything I have, guys, and it's all in here now. So I've popped it in here. It fits perfectly well. I can just zip it up, and that's kind of like a quick guide to like the type of high-end kind of essential makeup items that I would start off with. If you're looking to kind of like invest in more higher end products, these are all products that I use and would highly recommend. If you want to start like a higher end essential kit, I would highly recommend these products to you, because they work for me. So I would highly recommend them to you as well. Thanks guys for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and give this video a thumbs up if you like it and want to see more types of videos like this, and maybe I could do a drugstore one for you guys, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.